What is up, folks? Good morning. It is December 18th, Sunday, and I am actually headed to the DMZ. So early start to the day. I was up like at 7. Yeah, it was kind of impromptu. My plans changed. I'm gonna be with my friend this evening or tomorrow, and then I had the whole day open. I was like, what can I do? It's a little bit different, a little bit spicy, and I figured going to the DMZ, which is a demilitarized zone between North Korea and South Korea. So tours aren't always my favorite, but they can be really good for certain things, and today is one of those. I booked a tour. Oh, and the bus is already here.
If you sit next to Amma, then you won't.
So we're on the bus, and we're gonna be heading to the tour. So that's the plan for today. Let's see how this turns out.
So from here to the border, it's still about 10 kilometers away from the border.
All right, folks, so we have arrived. We're not in the demilitarized zone yet. We're just on the outside of the border. I'm here, and we're standing outside of these memorials here. So this memorial here has been set up for the families that are not able to commute to their ancestral land, connected to their families or can't go back and forth. And so on like Korean Thanksgiving, on New Year's, normally you pay homage to your ancestors. So at that time, when they're not able to meet their families or go to the altars back in North Korea, they come here and they leave offerings here on this memorial. As we come back over here, this monument is for a program that North and South Korea had set up, I believe starting in like 1970, 1980. This memorial is for a program, I believe they started in 1983 or so, which is a program that they ran on television where they used to connect families that were separated. So this monument is like some K-pop lyrics from a famous artist who sang a song, kind of like an ode to that separation, that loss. And as you can see here on this monument, they have all these pictures from the program they ran. These are all the families that were able to reunite with their family members after the war. So, that being said, the quoted number is around between 40 to 50 million have been reunited. They ran that program up until 2016, and that's when North Korea relaunched their nuclear testing. So since 2016, they have not been able to run this program, so it's really unfortunate. And I think that they said about only 40,000 of those families are still alive, or family members are still alive. So as you know, as time goes on, the numbers dwindle, and reunification, especially this time, becomes more and more unlikely. So very unfortunate, very sad. So just a little bit of history about the kind of zone as we are sitting outside the demilitarized zone here until we can get in. Alright folks, so this is kind of a cool thing. I'm gonna botch the name because I didn't learn how to pronounce it. But this is known as the Freedom Bridge, the Imjingguk. This used to be actually across the river over here. This is one of the locomotives on the train side, but that was a bridge that people used to, you know, get to freedom from North Korea to South Korea. They moved it for preservation reasons. But it's pretty cool that they still have it mostly intact and have moved it from over the, I believe it's the Imun River, and this actually here, this train riddled with bullet holes, is the original locomotive that used to go across this bridge into the DMZ and all the way to North Korea. So this is, I believe, the train they used to help do some of those reunification stories I talked about a little earlier. So as you can see, during parts of the conflict, this train has clearly been done up. I could be mistaken, so again, don't hardline quote me. I will verify and double check that, so it'll be probably somewhere down below here. But yeah, so this is just like a really cool artifact and a bit of this history of this relationship between North and South Korea. These here on the fence are wishes that you end up writing. You can buy ribbons at the convenience store, but it's meant to be like well wishes or hopes. And they hang it here on the remaining fence from here on the outside of the DMZ. All right, folks, it is that time. Heading to the bus to go get the shuttle. So we're gonna start entering the Demilitarized Zone. And then this tour doesn't include the JSP, which is, I believe that I'm correctly referring to that, which is the blue buildings we associate with the North Korean soldier and the South Korean soldier facing each other. But we are going to go into the tunnel, the third largest one that the North Koreans created to try to do a surprise attack. The tunnel was designed to have about 30,000 soldiers be able to go in and out within an hour. But it was found out by the South Koreans, and so that's one of the places we're going to be visiting today. So, got some dumplings because there's no lunch after this, and then some Bundaberg ginger beer. Love that stuff. So, that's the plan.
So everybody on the left hand side, you can see the cow statue. Cow statue, can you see? On the left hand side, right here. Because
done here at the Tunnel 3. Unfortunately, I couldn't film in there. I suspect for military reasons, but it was pretty wild. It went super far into the earth. I think we were like 164 meters underground, had 11-degree slope, felt more like 45 degrees. It was quite steep. Definitely a workout on the way out. Our guide Emily was saying that they call it the DMZ gym. Definitely to shed some layers just to get back up that hill. Obviously not too terrible, but if you're claustrophobic, if you have any like medical reasons, I'd suggest maybe talking to the guide before you go down, because it is a bit of a journey and it does get quite thin. So pretty crazy process. Basically, the North Koreans claim that they were mining, but really the tunnels go towards Seoul. They were using dynamite, and the way it was found out was due to the dynamite explosives and the way the pressure in the tunnels, it caused a geyser of water to shoot out of the earth, and that is one of the reasons that the South Koreans were able to find the tunnel. So they were able to intercept it, and then now it's part of the DMZ tour. And one of the tunnel entrances here, there are 4 entrances, and this is just one of them. Taking a few more photos, a few things here, and then we're gonna get going. So we're arriving at the observatory, and I was leaning on the railing. Got one of these bad boys. You know, don't drop your hat over there, or your phone, or, you know, the use. It's pretty crazy how close it is. It's South Korea down that way. This is the bridge that we filmed from earlier. Alrighty, folks, there it is. North Korea. Everything beyond this stream here, this river, is North Korea. So we were just down there. This is the Demilitarized Zone line. As you can see, it's kind of like, it's so weird. It's looking at this like almost like it's a fishbowl, or it's kind of looking like it's in an aquarium. You can see the South Korea flagpole right on the border, and you can see the North Korean flagpole just across the way. Alright, folks, it is freezing cold out here, but behind me is North Korea. Ooh, all that, North Korea. But did some zooming with my phone and the binoculars, but I don't know if you can see with the reflection. This is a live view of what we're looking at right now. This is crazy. We'll zoom in. I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but this is absolutely insane.
So the train over here, and we are at here, Bora Observatory. It's more like a this side.
Well, that is about it, folks. Wrapping up here at the DMZ. Just finished up at the observatory. It is about 1 o'clock, and I think we're about to start making our way back to Seoul. So overall, touristy but very interesting experience. A lot deeper history than I really understood, so I think this is a good window to spur further understanding and conversation about the topic, so I'm going to look into it a bit more. All right, folks, so one of the things I didn't talk about, but in this area, there's a lot of farmers that live in the DMZ area on the South Korean side, and one of the things they farm is soybeans. So I'm having a soybean ice cream, even though it's Arctic out here, and it's super good. It kind of tastes like honey, or like peanut butter, but it's really delicious. I got a soybean latte, so both of them. Let's see what the latte tastes like. I'm probably just gonna burn the heck out of my mouth. Definitely like the ice cream better. The latte is interesting, kind of thick. So, I don't know. So far, this is hands down my favorite. Really, really good. So, only got a few minutes here. Gotta chug this and eat the ice cream before I get on the bus. So, we'll see how this goes. Alrighty, folks. So, we wrapped up the tour. Chilling with some of the boys I met on the DMZ tour. And we are in Namdaemun market. And just wandering around, checking out some of the stalls. It's just streets, tons of streets like this with, I guess, knockoff or discounted clothing. Some of it's pretty swaggy, won't lie, so might have to cop something. Like, that's a hard play right there. Like, some of these are kind of cool. Gonna do a bit of looking around.